cream will rise to the top. And that's what the Blue Jays are doing right now.
First pitch sets to fly just after 4 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Fan, and Sportsnet pregame goes at 3:30. Down 2-0 in the Stanley Cup Final. The San Jose Sharks hope home ice does the trick as they host the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight in game number 3. Face-off set for 8 o'clock on CBC. And Serena Williams was denied a 22nd career Grand Slam singles title, losing to Spain's Garbiñe Muguruza in the women's final 7-5, 6-4. This is the first time in Williams' career she has lost back-to-back Grand Slam finals. Sports at 15 and 45, past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
I'm here with Bill Coy of Coy Brothers, and we're talking about getting your pops a beard trimmer this Father's Day.
No, I said a line trimmer.
Oh, you mean like a weed eater, or as my wife calls it, a weed whacker.
You're whack. But yes, professionally we call it a line trimmer, and we carry a full steel lineup of line trimmers starting from only $149.95.
Full lineup. I see what you did there, Bill. So help your dad trim the grass, not his beard this Father's Day, with a steel line trimmer from Coy Brothers.
KOOYBROS.com.
Oh man, just look at these sizzling, juicy pillar smoked sausages. So good. It's no wonder why firing these up make people appear out of nowhere. My neighbors, my baseball buddies, just raccoons staring at me. I see you. Black mask, furry paws. I don't care how sneaky you are. You're gonna have to go through me for these worsts.
For those who care about perfect summers, there's authentic European sausages. Pillars. Welcome home.
680 News Time 12:18. The U.S. Navy's top admiral says the aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman has begun launching airstrikes against ISIS from the Mediterranean Sea. Now, that opens a new direction of attacks against the militants in Iraq and Syria. The carriers normally operate in the Persian Gulf. Admiral John Richardson says the move demonstrates the flexibility of naval power. Police say many people have been injured by lightning at a rock concert in Germany. Frank Jordan's report. Frank Jordan.
But it's looking good all the way up to Barrie, even to the Split. If you're on the northbound 400 extension, that looks good up to Perry Sound. Just notice, though, Highway 93, it is busy through Midland and Penetanguishene. Also, northbound Highway 11 is also in pretty good shape up to Aurelia. Now, it was a little bit busy from Oro Line 7 to 8, but that seems to have eased off. And then from Aurelia up to Huntsville, it's moving at the limit. Northbound Highway 12, volume continues to build through.
Listen to live music featuring country star Andrew Hyatt. Plus, get a free hat with your first bet on us. Join us June 18th for the Pepsi North America Cup. It's a flag-waving evening filled with food, music, and racing rivalries. The party starts 5 p.m. Parking and admission are free. For details and to pre-register for a chance to win $5,000, go to MohawkRacetrack.com. Okay, everybody who's listening, honk if you love a summer vacation sale. Now that was epic and perfectly timed. Stellapplications.com's epic summer sale is coming to an end. Look now to get huge savings on a selection of all-inclusives and top family resorts with WestJet Vacations, flights to Europe, cruises, and all the top playgrounds like Vegas and Orlando. The epic summer sale ends June 18th. Call or visit one of our 6 stores in the GTA. Stellapplications.com.
680 News Time 12:21. Traffic and weather together on the ones. Checking your drive. Here's Christine Langdon.
This report is brought to you by Tangerine. If you're traveling on the westbound Gardiner, no trouble. The westbound QEW sure is filled in from the 427 to west of Dixie. It's heavy by the Fort plant. On the westbound QEW approaching Trafalgar, watch for a large blue cooler. It's in the right lane. And then westbound QEW is heavy approaching 3rd line out to Brant onto the Fort Erie bound QEW, which is slow from Burlington Street to approaching Fruitland Road. Delays on the eastbound QE Gardiner from approaching Hofstra to Dixie, east of the Humber Bridge to Dufferin. If you're on the northbound Don Valley Parkway, that's busy from approaching Eglinton to York Mills. Southbound 404 Don Valley, delays from approaching Shepherd in the collectors to the 401 ramp, approaching the 401 in the express to south of Lawrence. Now, westbound on the 407 from the 400 to Pine Valley, 3 right lanes are blocked because of construction as well as the ramp to Pine Valley. And we have the ramps from the 400 from Weston and Pine Valley to westbound 407 closed as well. Eastbound 401 delays Winston Churchill to Mavis, 427 to Kipling through Weston Road in the express. Westbound 401 is slow approaching Warden to west of Victoria Park and the collectors. From the 404 Express, Bayview and the collectors to Avenue Road. Then heavy from Kipling to west of Dixon, Hurontario to west of Mavis. Don't forget that we have Pape Street closed both ways between Mortimer and Gamble, and that's for Pape the Village Summerfest. Get free unlimited access to over 3,500.
Cloudy midday. Late afternoon, some scattered off and on showers and thunderstorms re-emerge. And then everything ends overnight at high 23. So nice on Monday, sunshine to start. Very slight risk of any afternoon showers and spots, high 23. And then slightly cooler than normal this week. Tuesday and Wednesday, highs near 21, with just a slight chance of showers both days. Thursday, mainly sunny, 21. And then Friday and Saturday, a mixture of sun and cloud, highs near 22. Downtown at 680. Right now it's 24. Pearson 23. Southeasterly winds at 14. Toronto Island's checking in at 21. And today our guaranteed high 26.
City News is the only radio station with a weather guarantee. Our jackpot stands at $9,500.
Looking for a car that offers dynamic style, luxury, and superior safety features? Look no further than the 2016 Lexus ES. Never driven a Lexus? Then it's time to start. Now at Northwest Lexus, receive a $4,000 cash purchase credit on the 2016 Lexus ES350 and ES300H. Don't just buy a Lexus, buy a Northwest Lexus. Northwest Lexus, part of the Policaro Automotive family. Minutes from the 407 and Airport Road in Brampton, or visit northwestlexus.com.
Coming up at 12:30, the latest on our top story. The city of Louisville, Kentucky is remembering its native son, Muhammad Ali, who died yesterday at the age of 74. The city's planning a memorial service today as it flies Canada Honest Ads as the iconic discount store gets set to close its doors for good at the end of the year. Employee uniforms from the 60s, 70s, and 80s will be in sale, along with other Honest Ad store memorabilia. Here's Russell Lazar, General Manager of Honest Ads.
Also, we have many things from Mervish Productions, the posters, the banners, some of those great iconic shows that people have seen over the decades.
The sale ends on Monday. And your business report is next.
Looking for a mobile plan that lets you do more? Well, search no further. Chatter Mobile is your new choice for forfait limité.
Unlimited plans.
无限计划.
Walang limit na mga plan. Unlimited plans.
No matter how you say it, Chatter now lets you browse, talk, and text all you want. Visit chattermobile.com to find a store near you. Ask about our new unlimited plans, including data from just $40 a month. Conditions apply. Chatter Mobile. Let's get going.
680 News Time, 12:26. Time now for the weekend business report, brought to you by your Toronto area BMW retailer.
I'm Mike Apple. This month's meeting for the U.S. Federal Reserve on June 15th would typically be the most important day.
Is that there might be others right behind them if they voted to leave, and that would open up a whole nother can of worms if you had countries like Italy, for instance, trying to pull out of the EU and thus the euro. That would be a great deal of uncertainty and cause all kinds of longer-term issues, I believe.
Porter says that part of the problem the Eurozone has experienced is countries with differing economic interests. While Germany has a record low unemployment rate, Italy and Spain are still struggling.
And especially when you don't have like Greece in the last few years. So that's the difference between the United States of America and the European Union. There's a much freer movement of people and a federal government that that can really support regions that are in difficulty. But unfortunately, now that they're into this currency union, it's excruciatingly tough to get out of it.
Doug Porter, chief economist with BMO Capital Markets. The latest polling indicates UK voters are currently split 52 to 48% in favor of Brexit. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
BMW's legendary performance is appreciated by leaders the world over with an iconic style that is synonymous with business. And your BMW retailer wants to know, what's your business style? Are you a sure gliding confidently from morning to morning? Style entrepreneur, carving your own destiny with Fortune Performance. Find your style today. Visit your nearest BMW retailer and explore their exceptional lineup.
Envisioning today what the heart needs tomorrow.
12:29, Scottish Country Traffic on the 9 with Colette Desjardins.
Thanks, Jack. In this report, brought to you by BMO Wealth Management. Well, the eastbound 401, a good route. Now we had delays east of Salem and then a little bit approaching Brock Street, but things are not bad at all. If you're leaving town on the eastbound 401, looks good all the way to 35-115. Northbound 6 north of Collin at Winchester, a serious crash. It is very slow heading northbound. We've got all northbound lanes blocked. Highway 400 looks straight northbound. Same with Highway Highway 11 with Cottage Country traffic on the 9. I'm Colette Desjardins.
Life is full of changes. At BMO Wealth Management, they can help you turn change into opportunity. Learn more at bmo.com/wealth.
Michael Gibbons is the afternoon show editor. Brett Griffith, our audio editor. 680 News Time, 12:30.
Number one for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Here are Jack Rowe and Sarah Perry. Good afternoon. It's Saturday, June 4th.
Good afternoon. 23 degrees, sunshine in downtown Toronto. Here's what's making news this hour.
Three-time world heavyweight boxing champ Muhammad Ali has died at 74.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see.
Ali dominated sports for 2 decades and was a civil rights icon.
Toronto police are searching for a suspect after a 10-year-old boy was shot near Gerrard and Payne.
We have some tips on keeping mosquitoes at bay this summer.
Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Blue Jays today as Toronto goes for a 5th straight win on the road in Boston as the Stanley Cup final shifts to San Jose between the Sharks and the Penguins. Sports at 45.
And coming up in business, fintech is growing and disrupting the way financial services work. One analyst says Canada needs to embrace it now.
680 News Time, 12:31.
Time for traffic and weather together on the 1. Here's Christine Langa. Thank you, Sarah. This report is brought to you by Darien Lake. A busy drive on the eastbound 401 approaching Mississauga Road to Mavis, 427 to Kipling. If you're on the westbound side, it's heavy westbound 401 approaching Warden to west of Victoria Park Collectors, 404 Express, Bayview. On the westbound 407, construction has been set up from the 400 to Pine Valley in the 3 right lanes. Also closed the ramp to Pine Valley, and the ramps from the 400 Weston and Pine Valley to westbound 407 closed as well until tomorrow afternoon. Northbound DVP slows from approaching Eglinton to York Mills. On the southbound 400, it's slow from Finch to the west 401 ramp. Southbound 404 Don Valley is heavy from Van Horn down to south of Lawrence, just volume. No problems on the westbound Gardner at this time. Westbound QEW, though, slow from the 427 to west of Dixie. It's heavy by the Ford plant. And approaching Trafalgar, watch out, we had a large blue cooler in the right lane. And westbound QEW is heavy approaching 3rd line to Brant. 40 rebound QEW delays Burlington Street to approaching Fruitland Road. It's slow on the eastbound QE Gardner from Mississauga Road to Dixie, from east of the Humber Bridge to east of Dufferin. A magical family vacation is just a short drive away at Darien Lake. Coasters, rides, and a huge water park all included. Find discount packages and more at Darien Lake.
Sunday, we'll have showers early in the day, then cloudy midday, and some more showers and thunderstorms redeveloping late day. High 23 on our Sunday. Downtown at 680 is 24. Pearson's at 23 with an east-southeasterly wind at 14. Toronto Island's at 21. Our guaranteed high today, 26.
680 News Time, 12:33.
The world is remembering the greatest today. 3-time world heavyweight boxing champ Muhammad Ali has died at the age of 74.
680's Nicole Martin takes a look at the life of a legend.
Muhammad Ali remains the only 3-time lineal world heavyweight champion. He won the title in 1964, 1974, and 1978. He is known for several historic boxing matches, most notably the first Liston fight, 3 with rival Joe Frazier, and the Rumble in the Jungle with George Foreman.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. He think he will, but I know he won't.
Though Ali was known worldwide, he made an impact here in Toronto back in 1966 in his fight against Canadian boxer George Chuvalo. Chuvalo was the hardest man Ali ever fought. 15 rounds, both fighters exhausted, but Ali ultimately able to retain his title of world champ. Former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown remembers Ali not only as a sports legend, but also a civil rights icon.
When I see people saying Black Lives Matter, long before they could utter that phrase, Muhammad Ali lived it.
Ali was hospitalized earlier this week for respiratory issues and had long battled Parkinson's disease. I'm Nicole Martin.
Meantime, Sportsnet's Stephen Brunt has written extensively on Ali over the years. Brunt's video essay on Ali's death discusses the champ's impact outside the sports world, including
that he would fight on and on to his physical detriment. He thought he was going to jail. He didn't know that years later, he would stand high above the Olympic Stadium in Atlanta, trying to calm his trembling hand. That by then, so much of that hatred had been transformed into love. Love because they finally understood he was right, or at least had the right to stand up for his beliefs. Or love made easier because he no longer threatened the status quo. Or love born of pain.
Here's a reminder, subway closure today on the Bloor Danforth line. Crews are performing track work. There's no service between St. George and Pate, with shuttle buses running instead. To ease the flow of traffic, parking is restricted and will be strictly enforced on Bloor in the following locations: St. George to Avenue Road, Church to Dead Rogers Way, and Huntley to Sherburne. Regular service will resume tomorrow morning at 8.
If you're heading into or out of the city and usually use the DVP or Gardner, you will have to find an alternate route tomorrow. The Ride for Heart has the Gardner closed between Carlaw and the Humber Bridge, and the DVP is off limits between the 401 and the Gardner. The closure goes from 2 tomorrow morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As always, 680 News will have traffic updates every 10 minutes on the one to help you get around.
Well, here are some sobering facts for your drive. About 4 times as many drivers and passengers have died in car crashes in Toronto so far this year compared to the same time last year. Toronto Police Constable Ken Stibbe says these crashes are all avoidable.
Individuals driving well
To prevent them from getting infected with any mosquito-borne diseases. And as always, wear bug spray and light-colored clothing outside. I'm Tom Ross.
Coming up in 30 seconds, we'll find out where the price of gas is headed and check cottage country traffic. 680 News Time, 12:38.
Being a mom, securing my home and protecting my family is a priority. I also want the peace of mind of knowing that in any emergency, I can push a button and get help.
This is the Alarm Force Central Station. We are receiving a panic alarm. Is everything okay?
I feel secure knowing Alarm Force is there for me.
Thanks, Sarah, and this report brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Having a look right now, northbound 400, no access to the westbound 407. The ramp is shut down for construction until tomorrow afternoon. And right now, if you're on Highway 27, the intersection of Highway 27 and Highway 89, very slow in all directions. It's for the annual Cookstown Wing Day.
It's also slow from the 404 Express, Bayview Collectors to Avenue Road, Kipling to west of Dixon, and from here Ontario in the Collectors to west of Mavis. Northbound John Valley Parkway slows approaching Eglinton into York Mills. Southbound 400, a delay from south of Finch to the west 401 ramp. If you're on the southbound 404 Don Valley, it's slow approaching Shepherd as you make your way down to south. We have this construction on the westbound 407 from the 400 to Pine Valley in the 3 right lanes, also closing the ramp to Pine Valley.